What does it mean to be truly seen? The Portrayal of Presence brings together 8 Northumberland artists alongside works from our permanent collection. Together, they explore visibility, identity, and the courage of taking up space. Step closer, slow down, let yourself be present. The Portrayal of Presence, now on view at the Art Gallery of Northumberland. Welcome.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. What drew you to work with a community of women in Norway for this project?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I had an artist residency at a residency center called KH and it's in a very little village called Olvik, and there are women in that village that swim every week in the fjord, and I met them at a community event and they invited me to join them, and the rest is sort of history.
Oh, that's so fantastic. Your work explores how we build a sense of place. What did the fjord environment teach you about belonging?
Okay, well, I think that what's very special about this project is that there are a group of women that span different generations. There's actually a mother and a daughter in this group, and they would be about sort of my mother and grandmother's age, maybe a little bit younger, and so in some sense, it's about a sense of belonging to a sort of female sisterhood. In another, and also because of the material that we were knitting this poncho with, this belonged to my great-grandmother, it was a way for me to bridge between my family and this kind of local Norwegian family. So in that sense, place is not a physical place. I mean, that physical place facilitated that experience, but it's about something that's sort of broader than a geographical location.
Yeah, how interesting. Thank you. The weekly fjord swims inspired this project.
Yes.
What did participating in that ritual reveal about the community?
So it revealed a couple of things. Firstly, it's a little village surrounded by immense and vast beauty. So there's fjords, mountains, glaciers, and pardon me, I think that the swims were a way to connect with that landscape and also to connect with one another. So as a small village, and a village that is built around an international factory, this is an unusual place in Norway. They're accustomed to having individuals from all over the world come and visit the residency center, but also it's been a town that's had an influx of people since its expansion due to the building of the factory over 100 years ago. So they're really, as a tiny village, they're very welcoming, and so it was about connecting in a lot of different ways to a lot of different things.
This piece includes a collaborative knitted wearable sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
How did the act of knitting together shape the meaning of the work?
In some ways, I think that the material and the knitting is the work originated from that material itself. Like the material is at the center of the project, and it became a way for us to express and to symbolize the group. So it's wool, yes, but it's more than wool. It's one object made from 10 people, so 10 women. And so in many ways, I feel like the material became a way for us to express that connection between us.
Knitting involves repeated gestures and shared stories. How did the rhythm influence the final artwork?
I think in some ways, so this work was developed from a place of ritual. These women, independent of me, they've been meeting for years and swimming together on Wednesday mornings, rain or shine, no matter the season. And there's a rhythm to ritual. Ritual is something that is a repeated gesture, and I think that space of ritual, of gathering together, of disrobing, getting in the water, getting out of the water, was mimicked or echoed in the actual fabrication of this poncho. So there's a call and an answer or an echo of the ritual that then lended itself to being kind of, part of this, the physical creation of this.
Okay. In a time of global uncertainty, how can small moments of connection help shape collective identity?
It's a good question. Yeah, I think that global is broad and wide, and it is made up of lots of little kinds of communities. And I believe that we're kind of at a very important moment in our kind of collective global history where there's lots of different influences that sort of threaten our ability and experience of belonging and connection, technology, environmental distress, all different kinds of layers. And so building that sense of connection is a way to offset that or to navigate that uncertainty within connections with other people. Like, I think that connection itself creates that sense of belonging, and that helps us build resilience amidst that kind of uncertainty.
That's wonderful. And final question, what do you hope viewers reflect on when they encounter the Queens of the Fjord?
I think there are a few things. I mean, most of the women in this project are of an older age, and I think that there's been conversations about the invisible generations, especially when they're women. And what struck me most about working with them was just like how much joy they have and how much joy they have in gathering together, but in their bodies. They're sort of unabashed, they undress in front of one another, they get into their bathing suits, they get out of their bathing suits, they're in their bathing suits in the water, and I really feel like they've become heroes of mine and given me a kind of confidence to consider ways of aging with pride and with a sense of joy. And I think that, so my hope is that people that see the work have that experience of them, and perhaps that also infuses their own relationship with time and aging.
Thank you.
You're welcome.